Maintaining renown can pose challenges as individuals age, as their celebrity status may diminish. Nevertheless, certain public figures defy this trend, as they continue to be acknowledged and firmly occupy the limelight even as time advances. Despite their advanced years, the most senior living celebrities continually astonish their admirers due to their enduring influence and resilience. Some persist in their respective fields, radiating success, while others have embraced retirement. As individuals age, many retire and withdraw to their residences. However, this isn't the scenario for a select group of celebrities. Certain well-known elderly individuals persist in their professional endeavors, with no intention of curtailing their careers anytime soon, irrespective of their age. These celebrities serve as living evidence that age is merely a numerical value, as they remain robust and thriving even at the age of 90. Mel Brooks, Melvin James. Kaminsky, widely recognized as Mel Brooks, stands as a renowned American humorist, filmmaker, creator, scriptwriter, performer, composer, and wordsmith. Hailing from a Jewish family in New York, he served in the U.S. military as a corporate figure before redirecting his focus to playing the piano and engaging in stand-up comedy routines at the Borscht Belt retreats. This period marked the acknowledgement of his comedic prowess, leading to engagements as a writer for the comedy series Your Show of Shows. Brooks contributed as a scriptwriter for numerous sitcoms in the initial phase of his career. Having firmly established his presence in Hollywood, he proceeded to helm films such as The Producers, Young Frankenstein, The 12 Chairs, and others. Initiating his own production enterprise under the banner Brooks Films, he produced an array of cinematic works. Additionally, he took charge of the production, scripting, and direction of several Broadway musicals. Distinguished as one of the rare luminaries in Hollywood to clinch Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards, EGOT, he also boasts the AFI Life Achievement Award, with 3 of his cinematic creations earning spots in the American Film Institute's roster of top 100 comedy films of all time. Bob Newhart. Don't go by the calm, reasonable voice, stuttering delivery, deadpan eyes, and poker-faced look of Bob Newhart. He has the ability to tickle even the hardest of your bones in a funny way. What differentiates him from his comedian counterparts is the fact that, unlike others who employ tricks and punches, he gets his audience into a laughter riot with a cantankerous voice and calm demeanor. Interestingly, the stammer and the stutter that we have grown fond of is not an inherent Newhart trait, but a self-made one. Comedy came naturally to this former accountant and advertising copywriter who shot to fame with his 1960s released humorous monologue, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. The album not only became a bestseller but chronicled to the #1 position on the Billboard Pop chart, spawning the release of its sequels and other albums. Other than this, he has also appeared in a number of television shows and films, the most notable venture being The Bob Newhart Show, which expanded for 6 seasons, including 142 episodes. 3-time Grammy Award winner, Newhart's trademark one-sided conversation and telephone monologues have captured the hearts of millions of his fans worldwide. In the following lines, we have provided in-depth information about his life and childhood. William Shatner. Known for his multifaceted talents, William Shatner, a Canadian performer, vocalist, and humorist, commenced his career as a stage artist before making a transition to the realm of television. His professional trajectory underwent a significant transformation when he secured the role of the legendary Captain James T. Kirk in the iconic TV series Star Trek. Shatner continued to embody this character in subsequent films, solidifying his status as one of the most cherished film luminaries of his era. Displaying enduring commitment to television, Shatner not only acted, but also penned numerous episodes for the 1982 launched TV series T.J. Hooker. As a television luminary, his standout portrayal was that of Denny Crane in the series The Practice and later in Boston Legal. Widely acclaimed, his performance garnered several accolades and distinctions. Beyond the small screen, Shatner graced Broadway stages, and his foundation as a Shakespearean actor resonated in each of those remarkable performances. Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke, originally named Richard Wayne Van Dyke, emerges as an American performer, vocalist, dancer, humorist, and producer. The older sibling of the late entertainer Jerry Van Dyke and the paternal figure to actor Barry Van Dyke, he boasts a career spanning approximately 7 decades in the world of entertainment. Initial recognition dawned upon him through his exploits in radio and on the stage, paving the way for his breakthrough portrayal of Rob Petrie in CBS's The Dick Van Dyke Show, a sitcom that graced screens from 1961 to 1966. Beyond the realm of television, Dyke left an indelible mark with notable appearances in musical films and cinematic productions, including Bye Bye Birdie, Curious George, Mary Poppins, Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb, and Curious George, among others. His commitment to the United States Air Force during World War II further distinguishes his diverse experiences. Born to Lauren Wayne, Cookie Van Dyke, a salesman, and Hazel Victoria, a stenographer, the future thespian matured in Danville, Illinois, alongside his sibling Jerry. Danville High School served as his educational foundation, where classmates like Bobby Short and Donald O'Connor, both destined for success in the entertainment industry, shared his journey. Dyke's fascination with computer animation blossomed in 1991, evident in projects like The Dick Van Dyke Show Revisited and Diagnosis Murder, where he incorporated his personal 3D rendered effects. His adeptness in computerized imagery extended to showcases at SIGGRAPH. A 2-time husband and father of 4, this distinguished American artist has garnered numerous accolades, including the esteemed SAG Life Achievement Award. June Lockhart. June Lockhart, an actress and presenter hailing from the United States, was primarily featured in television productions during the 1950s and 1960s, often assuming maternal characters. Born to esteemed performers, Lockhart embarked on her acting journey at a tender age, making her inaugural appearance in A Christmas Carol, a film that featured her parents in leading roles. Following several minor portrayals, she attained a leading role in the successful She-Wolf of London. Despite this triumph, Lockhart transitioned to the realms of theater and television early in her professional path. Her Broadway presence in the Harry Alerba play, For Love or Money, culminated in a Tony Award. Television acclaim awaited her with the family-oriented sitcom Lassie, where she portrayed Ruth Martin, the mother figure, for a 7-year stint. Additional noteworthy roles included Dr. Janet Craig in Petticoat Junction and Dr. Maureen Robinson in the science fiction comedy Lost in Space. Her prolific career encompasses nearly 70 television series and over 20 films. Recognizing her contributions to the cinematic and television realms, she received 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Lee Grant. Lee Grant, a renowned American actress in stage, television, and film, entered the entertainment scene at a remarkably young age. Affiliated with esteemed institutions such as the American Ballet Theater and the Neighborhood Playhouse School of Theater, where she pursued her studies, Grant swiftly established herself as a theatrical performer, gracing both on and off Broadway stages. Her notable portrayal as a shoplifter in the play Detective Story garnered significant acclaim, propelling her to fame overnight. Subsequently, she reprised the role in the film adaptation, delivering an exceptional performance in her inaugural on-screen endeavor. However, her professional trajectory took a downturn when she faced blacklisting from radio, film, and much of television for 12 years due to her political convictions. During this period, she sporadically appeared on television and assumed supporting roles in theatrical productions. Throughout her career, Grant featured in a multitude of acclaimed films, including In the Heat of the Night, Judd for the Defense, The Landlord, Voyage of the Damned, and Shampoo, earning numerous nominations and a prestigious Academy Award. Beyond her acting pursuits, she took on the role of a director for various TV films, including Seasons of the Heart, Say It, Fight It, and Cure It, and The Gun Deadlock. Eva Marie Saint. Saint commenced her acting journey during her time as a student at Bowling Green State University, BA, 1946. Originating as a radio performer in New York City, she enrolled in classes at the Actors Studio in 1948. Starting from 1949, she made regular appearances on television productions such as Actors Studio, 1948-50, and The Prudential Family Playhouse, 1950-51. Recognition came her way for her role in the 1953 televised rendition of Horton Foote's play The Trip to Bountiful, featuring Lillian Gish. She reprised the same role on Broadway in 1953. Saint earned an Emmy Award for her portrayal in the miniseries People Like Us, 1990, adapted from a novel by Dominic Dunn. In the 21st century, she graced several films, including I Dreamed of Africa, 2000, Because of Winn-Dixie, 2005, Superman Returns, 2006, and Winter's Tale, 2014. Additionally, she lent her voice to a character in the animated TV series The Legend of Korra, 2012-14. William Daniels. William Daniels had previously taken on the roles of two U.S. presidents, portraying John Adams in the Broadway and film renditions of 1776, as well as in the TV miniseries The Rebels. He also depicted John Quincy Adams in the TV miniseries The Adams Chronicles. However, in 1999, he opted to vie for the real-world presidency of the Screen Actors Guild. His opponent was the incumbent two-term president, Richard Masur, and Daniels emerged victorious, becoming only the fourth challenger in Guild history to achieve such a feat. By that time, Daniels had a career spanning over 65 years, showcasing his talents on stage, radio, television, and feature films. He had earned 2 Emmy Awards for his role as Dr. Mark Craig on St. Elsewhere. Daniels' tenure as president marked the onset of prominent members returning to the boardroom. During the December 1999 plenary meetings, the National Board took a decisive step by modifying the Guild's conflict of interest rule, which had long barred members with production interests from holding office. Bonnie Bartlett. Bonnie Bartlett was raised in Moline, Illinois. Her father, E.E., an unsuccessful Shakespearean actor turned insurance salesman, and her homemaker mother, Carrie, shaped her upbringing. From an early age, Bonnie aspired to resurrect her father's thwarted acting aspirations and pursued studies in acting at Northwestern University. During her freshman year, she crossed paths with fellow actor William Daniels, and following their graduation, the two married and relocated to New York to explore acting opportunities. She trained under Lee Strasberg and initially supported them. In the 1950s, she dedicated 4 years to the CBS soap Love of Life, 1951, portraying Vanessa Raven. In 1961, their first child was born, but tragically passed away within 24 hours due to birth complications. This led to the couple's decision to adopt 2 children later on. Their son, Michael, B. 1964, now serves as an assistant director and stage manager in Los Angeles, while son, Robert, B. 1966, pursues a career as an artist and computer graphics designer in New York City. During most of the 1970s, Bonnie focused on being a stay-at-home mother, occasionally taking on recurring acting roles. However, she revitalized her career in the early 1980s, notably in the popular TV series St. Elsewhere, 1982, and later in a recurring role in Boy Meets World, 1993. James Earl Jones, widely acknowledged as one of the United States' most distinguished and versatile performers, James Earl Jones stands as a seasoned artist with a lengthy and prolific career spanning over 5 decades. Also recognized for his work as a voice artist, he lent his voice to the character of Darth Vader in the Star Wars film series. Considering the remarkable success he has attained in both film and voice acting, it's surprising to learn that he was once a reserved, self-conscious child grappling with a stutter. With the guidance of his teacher, he diligently worked to overcome this challenge. Initially, his career aspirations did not incline toward acting. He aimed to pursue medicine. However, he soon realized that medicine was not his true calling and opted to join the military during the Korean War. It was during this period that his passion for acting emerged, and he became involved with the Ramsdale Theater. Following his discharge from the military, he made his inaugural appearance on Broadway, marking the commencement of a successful stage career adorned with numerous awards and accolades. Making a seamless transition to the world of films, he undertook the role of Lit Lothar Zog in Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Renowned for his versatility, he has portrayed a myriad of roles in his cinematic endeavors. Additionally, he has made numerous contributions to television series. Clint Eastwood. From emerging into the world within a middle-class family to evolving into a highly accomplished actor-director-producer, Clint Eastwood has carved out a remarkable trajectory in Hollywood. It's astonishing to fathom that this remarkably prolific actor commenced his journey from remarkably modest origins. Prior to venturing into acting, he grappled with various unconventional jobs. Gaining recognition with the Western television series Rawhide, he soared to international acclaim through Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, in the 1960s, and the Dirty Harry film series during the 1970s and 1980s. Both the Dollars trilogy and the Dirty Harry series solidified his persona as a resilient individual. In 1971, Clint explored the realm of directing films, leaving an indelible mark with his distinctive style. His directorial efforts in Unforgiven, 1992, and $1 Million Baby, 2004, secured Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture, with additional Best Actor nominations for these performances. Nominations for Letters from Iwo Jima, 2006, also adorned his accolades. Often regarded as his most lucrative endeavors, adjusted for inflation, Every Which Way But Loose, 1978, and its follow-up, Any Which Way You Can, 1980, marked his colossal commercial triumphs. Frequently taking center stage in his self-directed films, Eastwood has also helmed numerous projects where he remained behind the camera. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman, an American actor and novelist who has retired from the screen, boasts a career spanning over 49 years. Over the course of his acting journey, Gene secured nominations for 5 Academy Awards, clinching victory in 2 instances. Additionally, he garnered 4 Golden Globes and 2 BAFTAs. His ascent to recognition occurred in 1967 with his portrayal of Buck Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde. Commencing with his debut in Lilith, he steadily secured film roles, earning acclaim for his supporting performance in I Never Sang for My Father, which earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Notable appearances include A Bridge Too Far, where he took on the role of Polish General Stanislaw Sosabowski, and iconic characters like criminal mastermind Lex Luthor in Superman, the movie and patriarch Royal Tenenbaum in The Royal Tenenbaums. His compelling portrayal in Mississippi Burning earned him a Best Actor nomination. Gene triumphed with an Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in The French Connection. His portrayal of the sadistic sheriff Bill Daggett in the Western film Unforgiven earned him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Acknowledging his outstanding contribution to the entertainment field, he was honored with the esteemed Cecil B. DeMille Award. Estelle Parsons. Parsons entered the world at Lynn Hospital in Lynn, Massachusetts. Her mother, Eleanor Ingeborg, hailed from Sweden, while her father, Eben Parsons, had English roots. She attended Oak Grove School for Girls in Maine. Following her graduation from Connecticut College in 1949, Parsons initially delved into the study of law at Boston University School of Law. Subsequently, she embarked on a career as a singer with a band before ultimately settling into acting in the early 1950s. In 1983, while co-starring alongside fellow Academy Award-winning actor Jack Lemmon in a new Ernest Thompson stage play in Los Angeles, Parsons graced the November 1 episode of The Tonight Show. During her chat with Johnny Carson, she disclosed that Lemmon had been her initial boyfriend during their teenage years in the 1940s. Parsons exchanged vows with author Richard Gaiman in 1953. Their union brought forth twin daughters, reporter Abby and actress Martha Gaiman, before concluding in divorce in 1958. Her grandson Eben Britton, the son of Abby, earned recognition as a former guard, tackle for the Chicago Bears and Jacksonville Jaguars, named in honor of his great-grandfather, Estelle's father. In January 1983, she entered matrimony with Peter Zimroth, her partner of a decade, who had served in roles such as Assistant U.C. Attorney, Assistant District Attorney, and court-appointed monitor of the NYPD's policies and practices concerning stop and frisk. The couple adopted a son, Abraham, born in February 1983. Sadly, Zimroth passed away on November 8, 2021. Rosemary Harris. Rosemary Harris, an English performer, is most notably known for her portrayal of Aunt May Parker in the Spider-Man film series. Affiliated as an associate member of RADA, she stands as an award-winning figure in the realm of stage artistry, boasting a distinguished theater career that spans approximately 70 years. Her artistic contributions have not only captivated audiences in the UK, but have also left an indelible mark in Hollywood. As an inductee into the American Theater Hall of Fame, Harris has solidified her legacy. Her television endeavors include acclaimed performances in Holocaust and Notorious Woman. Remaining active in the theater scene, her most recent stage appearance occurred in 2019. Ayla and Harris established their residence in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where they welcomed their daughter, Jennifer, into the world in 1969. Following in her mother's footsteps, Jennifer Ayla emerged as a distinguished film, television, and Broadway actress. The archive curated by Harris is housed within the Performing Arts collections at the Harry Ransom Center, encompassing a collection of scripts, photographs, posters, correspondence, playbills, and other memorabilia. Rita Moreno. Rita Moreno has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, showcasing her talents as an actress, singer, and dancer for over 70 years. Having secured the 4 major accolades in the realm of entertainment, an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, Moreno attained the distinction of becoming the first Latina woman to achieve an EGOT. In 2004, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of her substantial contributions to the arts. Born on December 11, 1931, in Humacao, Puerto Rico, Rita Moreno, originally named Rosa Dolores Alverillo, acquired the nickname Rosita in her youth. Spending a significant part of her early years on a Puerto Rican farm, she relocated to New York at the age of 5, though her younger brother Francisco had to remain behind due to financial constraints. Adding to her accolades, Moreno secured another Primetime Emmy for her role in the television series The Rockford Files. Additionally, she lent her voice to the character Carmen Sandiego in the Fox animated series Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego? In the late 1990s, Moreno continued to grace the small screen, portraying a psychologist in the HBO series OZ, earning several Alma Awards for her performances. At the age of 87, Rita Moreno, the recipient of numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards, shows no signs of slowing down. Currently portraying Lydia on the Netflix series One Day at a Time, she is poised to take on the role of executive producer and star in Steven Spielberg's 2020 reimagining of West Side Story. Jean Shalit. Renowned for his critiques on Today, Shalit is not only celebrated for his film reviews, but is also an iconic presence in American culture, as demonstrated by his voice cameo on SpongeBob SquarePants and appearances on Late Night with David Letterman. Born in New York City and raised in New Jersey, Shalit has offered his evaluations on films, plays, and books. His critiques have graced various mediums, including television, radio, and prominent publications like Cosmopolitan, TV Guide, 17, Glamour, Look, McCall's, and the New York Times. Engaging with a multitude of celebrities, he has conducted interviews with figures ranging from Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi to Sophia Loren and Helen Hayes. Look magazine regularly featured his film reviews, and for 12 years, Ladies' Home Journal hosted his What's Happening page. Shalit also served as a panelist on both What's My Line and To Tell the Truth. At one point, his daily radio essay titled Man About Anything was broadcast on more NBC radio stations than any other NBC feature. Currently residing in Massachusetts, Shalit is the author of 2 published works, Laughing Matters in 1987 and his Great Hollywood Wit in 2002. Angie Dickinson. Dickinson came into the world as Angeline Brown on September 30, 1931, in Culm, North Dakota, one of 3 daughters in her family. Her father held the position of a newspaper editor. At the age of approximately 10, she relocated with her family to California. She pursued her education at Glendale College and Immaculate Heart College. During her time at Glendale College, she crossed paths with Jean Dickinson, a standout on the school's football team. The two embarked on a romantic relationship and eventually tied the knot in 1952. Their marriage concluded in 1959. In the 1970s, Dickinson assumed the iconic role of Suzanne Pepper Anderson in the crime series Policewoman. Initially introduced on an episode of Police Story in 1973, the character was subsequently given a spin-off series the following year. Pepper Anderson marked a groundbreaking portrayal, opening doors for other female actresses in the realm of television. A captivating figure in Hollywood, Dickinson has been linked romantically to several well-known personalities, ranging from Sinatra to President John F. Kennedy. Her union with composer Burt Bacharach lasted from 1965 to 1981, and they welcomed a daughter, Leah Nicky, in 1966. Known affectionately as Nicky, their daughter tragically took her own life in 2007, following a decade-long struggle with vision problems and Asperger's syndrome. Barbara Bane. Barbara Bane, an American actress, achieved renown for her depiction of Cinnamon Carter in the TV series Mission Impossible. Garnering 3 consecutive Primetime Emmy Awards for her performance, she also earned recognition at the Golden Globe Awards. Notably, Bane stands as the sole cast member to grace every episode of the British-Italian science fiction series Space, 1999. Hailing from Chicago, the actress initially explored dancing and modeling before committing to an acting vocation. With a career spanning more than 5 decades, she has contributed to over 80 films, television shows, and short films. Her portrayal of Coral in the short film Pacific Edge garnered acclaim, securing her the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Award for Best Supporting Actress. Additionally, she clinched the Best Supporting Actress honor at the Golden Door International Film Festival of Jersey City. Awards for the same role. In recognition of her contributions, Barbara Bane received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 6767 Hollywood Boulevard. Mamie Van Doren. Mamie Van Doren, an American actress, model, and singer, gained prominence through the rock and roll juvenile delinquency exploitation film Untamed Youth. Recognized as one of the early performers to emulate Marilyn Monroe's appearance, Mamie, Marilyn, and Mansfield, referring to Jane Mansfield, were collectively known as the 3 M's. To enhance her sex symbol persona, she frequently adorned herself in bold fashion choices, including sweaters, low-cut blouses, form-fitting dresses, and swimsuits, pushing the boundaries of the era. Beyond the realm of cinema, Doran made guest appearances on television programs like Jukebox Jury, What's My Line, and The Bob Cummings Show. In 1987, she unveiled her autobiography, Playing the Field, which generated considerable attention, marking her most significant media impact in over 2 decades. Presently, she collaborates on a website with her husband, Thomas, featuring merchandise, self-produced short films starring herself, contemporary topless and nude photographs, and her outspoken political perspectives. Sylvia Pinal. Now a revered figure and actively engaged, Sylvia Pinal initiated her journey in the world of theater and rose to prominence as a leading lady in her inaugural film roles in the late 1940s. As an astute urban woman, she belongs to the second and exceptionally versatile generation of Mexican film luminaries from the Golden Era, alongside Pedro Infante, Marga Lopez, and Sylvia Derbez, among others. Her remarkable acting prowess shone in her unforgettable roles under the direction of Luis Buñuel, Viridiana, 1961, El Ángel Exterminador, 1962, and Simón del Desierto, 1965. Renowned for her numerous mariages, Pinal's career has been subtly influenced by her husbands, yet she rightfully deserves acclaim as a star. She graced the stage during her marriage to stage director Rafael Banquels. Her second husband, Gustavo Alatriste, produced Buñuel films for her. She showcased her singing and acting talents on TV shows while married to pop singer Enrique Guzman, and she even secured a political victory during her marriage to Gove. Tulio Hernandez. In the interim, she ventured into TV production with a successful show, Mujer, Casos de la Vida Real, 1985. Moreover, she is the proprietor of 2 theaters, Teatro Silvia Mame and Hello Dolly, among them. Pinal's profound impact on Mexican show business is undeniable. Her family encompasses 3 daughters, Sylvia Pasquel, actress, Viridiana Alatriste, actress, deceased, and Alejandra Guzman, pop singer, her son, Enrique Guzman Jr., musician, and her granddaughter, Stephanie Salas, pop singer. Mitzi Gainer. It is perhaps paradoxical that the movie for which this artist is most renowned marked her farewell to musicals and stood as one of her final appearances on the silver screen. This, of course, was South Pacific, 1958, where Mitzi Gainer memorably took on the role of spirited Ensign Nellie Forbush, singing, "I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair." She wasn't the initial choice for the part. Director Joshua Logan favored Elizabeth Taylor, while Richard Rogers had a preference for Doris Day, born Francesca Marlene Dixani von Gerber, into a family with Hungarian aristocratic roots. Her father, Henry Dixani von Gerber, was a violinist, cellist, and music director, while her mother, Pauline, was a dancer. Mitzi stepped into the spotlight at the tender age of 4. Her family relocated from Detroit to Hollywood when she turned 11, and she underwent training as a ballerina in the Corps de Ballet. Gainer's achievements include a Golden Laurel, 1958. In 1960, she earned a star on Hollywood Boulevard's Walk of Fame, and in 2017, she was welcomed into the Great American Songbook Hall of Fame. On December 4, 2006, her husband of 52 years, Jack Bean, passed away from pneumonia at their residence in Beverly Hills, Roger Corman. Roger William Corman came into the world on April 5, 1926, in Detroit, Michigan. Initially mirroring his father's path, Corman pursued engineering at Stanford University. However, during his academic journey, his interest in the field waned, and a burgeoning passion for film took root. After completing his degree, he spent a mere 3 days as an engineer at U.S. Electrical Motors, solidifying his realization that engineering wasn't his calling. He resigned and transitioned to a messenger role at 20th Century Fox, eventually advancing to the position of story analyst. With an extensive filmography, Roger Corman stands as one of the most prolific producers in cinematic history and one of the most successful. Throughout his nearly 6 decades in the industry, only about a dozen of his films failed to turn a profit. Corman has earned monikers such as the King of the Cult Film and the Pope of Pop Cinema, boasting a film catalog that includes numerous entertaining gems alongside dozens of authentic cult classics. Over the years, Corman has demonstrated an unparalleled knack for spotting talent. One could argue that it's easier to list the top directors, actors, writers, and creators in Hollywood who didn't begin their careers with him than those who did. Among those he nurtured were Francis Ford Coppola, Ron Howard, Martin Scorsese, Jack Nicholson, James Cameron, Robert De Niro, Peter Bogdanovich, Joe Dante, and Sandra Bullock. His impact on modern American cinema is nearly immeasurable. In 2009, he received an Academy Award for Lifetime Achievement. David Attenborough. For over 6 decades, David Attenborough has served as the voice for natural history programs globally. His impact on broadcasting and wildlife filmmaking remains unparalleled. Renowned for undertaking new projects and transforming them into universally acclaimed broadcasts, he stands as a legend in his domain. Even his most ardent critics acknowledge his programs as the epitome of public service broadcasting. As the first recognized broadcaster to approach this subject with profound sincerity, he delves into the latest discoveries, garners the trust of the scientific community, introduces innovative shots, emphasizes events, and deliberately limits his on-screen presence. The influence of his wildlife series has led to him being hailed as the great communicator and the peerless educator. However, he has faced criticism for presenting a somewhat distorted portrayal of an idyllic wilderness, diverting attention from the threat humans pose to wild flora and fauna. Overpopulation and creationism are pinpointed as primary causes for environmental issues and the decline in wildlife diversity. Robert Wagner. Robert John Wagner Jr. is a skilled and versatile American actor with an extensive body of work, boasting a career spanning over 6 decades. This seasoned actor is widely recognized for his lead roles in the TV series Switch, Heart to Heart, and It Takes a Thief. His most memorable portrayal is as number 2 in the American spy action comedy film series Austin Powers. Wagner fostered a love for acting early in life, catching the attention of a talent scout. He marked his cinematic debut with The Happy Years in 1950, subsequently securing a contract with 20th Century Fox. Over the years, he has left an indelible mark on the film industry with notable works including the Austin Powers trilogy, The Towering Inferno, Harper, The Pink Panther, and A Kiss Before Dying. His noteworthy TV ventures encompass series like Switch and Heart to Heart, the miniseries Windmills of the Gods, and the TV film Love Among Thieves. In 2006, Wagner embraced grandfatherhood for the first time when his daughter Katie Wagner, from his union with Marshall, welcomed her son Riley John Wagner Lewis. The following year, Wagner and St. John parted with their Brentwood ranchette, their residence since 1983, reportedly selling it for $14 million. The couple currently calls Aspen, Colorado, home, having erected a vacation residence in 1995, while also maintaining a condo in Los Angeles. Tippy Hedren. From collaborating with the demanding Alfred Hitchcock to starring in a film penned by Edward D. Wood Jr., Tippy Hedren, the blonde from Minnesota, boasts a unique career. Born Natalie K. Hedren in New Ulm, MN, to Dorothea, née Eckhart, and Bernard Hedren, proprietors of a general store. She hails from Swedish, Norwegian, and German ancestry. Tippy a New York fashion model at the time, entered matrimony with her first spouse, former actor-turned-advertising executive Peter Griffith, in 1952, remaining married until 1961. Her only child, future star Melanie Griffith, entered the world on August 9, 1957. The discovery of Tippy, the captivating cover girl, occurred when Alfred Hitchcock observed a commercial on NBC's Today, 1952 show. Tippy's contributions to global cinema have been recognized with Life Achievement Awards at the Beauvais Film Festival Cinemalia 1994 in France, by the Fundación Municipal de Cine in Spain in 1995, and at the Riverside International Film Festival in 2007. In 1999, Tippy received the Woman of Vision honor from Women in Film and Video in Washington, D.C., and was bestowed the Presidential Medal for her cinematic contributions by Hofstra University. She cherishes moments spent with her daughter and grandchildren, Alexander Bauer, Dakota Johnson, and Stella Banderas. James Hong. Enjoying his 70th year as a performer, James Hong stands out as arguably the most familiar Asian American character actor in the history of Hollywood cinema, and, still active in his 8th decade, among the most enduring of all performers. Hong holds an incredible tally of over 650 acting credits. At 93, James Hong remains remarkably engaged, with 3 credits in 2022, including a prominent role in Disney Pixar's Turning Red, Daniel's Everything Everywhere All at Once, featuring Michelle Yeoh, and a lead role in Zach Ward's Patsy Lee and the Keepers of the Five Kingdoms, a film for which Wong penned the story. He is also part of the vocal ensemble for Wendell and Wild, 2022, directed by Henry Selick and scripted by Jordan Peele, Keegan-Michael Key, and Clay Chapman. Hong is one of the few actors to have participated in TV series spanning 7 decades, virtually the entire history of narrative entertainment on the medium, appearing in recent years in influential series such as The X-Files and Seinfeld. From the 1950s to the 2000s, Hong served as the literal face of Asian characters for many American moviegoers and TV audiences due to the scarcity of roles and opportunities for Asian American actors, and his unwavering reliability and prolific output. In recent times, James Hong has lent his voice to numerous animated features for film and TV, including Disney's Mulan, 1998, and Kung Fu Panda, 2008. At 93, James Hong holds the distinction of being one of the oldest and longest-serving actors in the history of Hollywood. Joan Plowright. Joan Ann Olivier, Baroness Olivier, DBE, widely recognized as Dame Joan Plowright, is an English actress boasting a career spanning more than 6 decades. Acknowledged as one of the most esteemed actresses of her era, she is also famed as the 3rd spouse and widow of the legendary Anglophone actor Laurence Olivier. She has enjoyed an illustrious career both on the silver screen and the theatrical stage. Plowright is renowned for her roles in several films, including The Entertainer, Equus, Avalon, and Enchanted April, the latter of which earned her an Academy Award nomination. She is also celebrated for her contributions to various television films, notably Stalin, which earned her a Golden Globe Award and an Emmy nomination. Born in Brigg, Lincolnshire, to a journalist and newspaper editor, Plowright is the elder sibling of David Plowright, the former chairman of Granada TV Ltd. Plowright initially wed Roger Gage, an actor, in September 1953. Later, she divorced him and, in 1961, tied the knot with Laurence Olivier shortly after the conclusion of his 20-year marriage to actress Vivien Leigh. Plowright and Olivier share 3 children, son Richard, born 1961, daughter Tamsin, Agnes Margaret, born 1963, and daughter Julie Kate, born 1966. Both daughters pursued acting careers. The couple remained married until Olivier's passing in 1989. Her younger sibling, David Plowright, 1930-2006, served as an executive at Granada Television. June Squib. June Squib is an American actress, formerly nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Squib was born in 1929 in Vandalia, Illinois. Vandalia had served as the state capital of Illinois for 2 decades, 1819-1839, but it has remained a small city since the capital was transferred to Springfield, Illinois. Globally, its main claim to fame is as a setting for the novel An Antarctic Mystery, 1897, by Jules Verne, in which the protagonist hails from Vandalia. In 2002, Squib had a more memorable role in the comedy-drama film About Schmidt, playing the character of Helen Schmidt. In the movie, Helen is the spouse of protagonist Warren Schmidt, portrayed by Jack Nicholson. They have long been estranged from each other, still cohabiting out of habit. Following Warren's mandatory retirement from a life insurance company, they plan to embark on a journey together in a motorhome. But Helen unexpectedly succumbs to a blood clot in her brain. The film explores Warren's sense of frustration and isolation, coping with the conclusion of both his career and marriage. It delves into his reaction upon discovering, through old love letters, that Helen had engaged in an extramarital affair during their marriage. Robert Colbert. Born in Long Beach, California, the youngest of 3 siblings of Clarence Loy Colbert Jr., 1902-1962, and Helena M Colbert, née Gorman, 1900-1990. During his youth, he attended Long Beach Polytechnic High School, excelling both academically and as an athlete in track and field. Throughout his school years, he first discovered his talent for performing. He pursued theater arts at the University of California, Berkeley, before serving in the military with U.S. troops stationed on the island of Okinawa. Enlisted under contract by Warner Brothers, Colbert made his debut on the screen in 1957. He took on a few minor film roles before becoming a frequent guest actor in many of the Warner's TV series on the ABC network, making multiple appearances as different characters in Bourbon Street Beat, 1959, Colt, 45, 1957, Bronco, 1958, Hawaiian Eye, 1959, and 77 Sunset Strip, 1958. He particularly enjoyed participating in westerns and held a strong affection for horses. Despite encountering setbacks, Colbert continued to find employment on the small screen. He explored the sci-fi genre a few more times, portraying a relentless interrogator in Land of the Giants, 1968. Taking one of the lead roles in the TV movie City Beneath the Sea, 1971, an unsuccessful pilot for an anticipated Irwin Allen series about an underwater city, and appearing in a segment of the parody Amazon Women on the Moon, 1987. He was showcased in several episodes of Mannix, 1967, spent 10 years as a semi-regular character on the soap The Young and the Restless, 1973, and concluded his career with guest appearances on Frasier, 1993, and Baywatch, 1989. Having retired since 1995, Colbert continues to make appearances at science fiction and Western conventions throughout America. Daryl Hickman. Although younger sibling Dwayne Hickman, born 1934, is likely the more renowned brother today, gathering a cult following as the beloved teenage character Dobie Gillis on TV and appearing in a few beach party films. It is Daryl Hickman who stands out as the more productive brother in the realm of movies. In his time, he was recognized as one of Hollywood's most gifted child stars during World War II and the post-war film era. Hickman was born in Hollywood, California on July 28, 1931, to Milton Hickman, an insurance salesman, and his wife Catherine, a mother turned stage mother. Introduced to dance classes at the age of 3, Daryl's appearance and talent were identified by his dance school director, leading to his placement in a child troupe at the age of 5, Meglin School for Kiddies. As the 1960s unfolded and opportunities in film and TV became scarcer, Daryl wisely transitioned behind the scenes. Initiating his career as a TV writer, he eventually advanced to become a program executive. In the 1970s, he briefly explored TV producing. Daryl tied the knot with actress Pamela Lincoln, whom he initially met on the film set of The Tingler, 1959. They had one child, but parted ways in 1982. His current marriage is to production assistant Linda Farmer Hickman, Barbara Eden. Barbara Eden stands as one of the enduring beauties crafted by Hollywood. In an industry where numerous talented individuals and beautiful countenances have faded from memory, Eden has successfully retained her admirers to this day. Following a string of unsuccessful films, Barbara gained widespread recognition in the United States for portraying Jeannie in the renowned American sitcom I Dream of Jeannie. The sitcom remains etched in the memories of many, enduring over 5 decades since its initial television debut. This iconic role opened doors to numerous opportunities. Barbara has proven herself to be one of the most industrious actresses. With a career spanning more than 5 decades, she has graced approximately 21 films and contributed to over 50 television shows. Eden has collaborated with major Hollywood production houses such as 20th Century Fox, Columbia, and TriStar, which have overseen the production of many of her works. Barbara has made notable cameo appearances on television and in commercials, a practice she continues to engage in. Furthermore, Eden showcases her musical talent by lending her voice to select tracks in one of her movies. Dabney Coleman, Dabney Wharton Coleman, an American actor with a repertoire spanning over 60 films and television programs, is recognized for his portrayals of comic relief villain characters. Renowned for his roles in 9 to 5, Buffalo Bill, and the Slap Maxwell Story, Coleman embarked on his career in the world of theater while undertaking an acting course in New York City. Within 2 years, he secured minor roles in TV series and movies, propelling his career upward. His unforgettable performances garnered him acclaim, Emmy Awards, and a coveted star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In his youth, heroes like Billy Martin and Bertie Tibbetts captured his admiration, while actors Arthur Kennedy and Martin Balsam held esteemed positions in his regard. Inspired by actor Zachary Scott during his college years, Coleman decided to pursue a career in acting. Beyond his acting pursuits, he showcased his tennis prowess in the U.S. Army and achieved success in various charity and celebrity tournaments. At the age of 68, he underwent a successful treatment for age-related macular degeneration, AMD, preserving his eyesight. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through the lives and careers of some of the oldest living actors and actresses who have graced the silver screen. It's truly remarkable to celebrate the enduring talent and contributions of these remarkable individuals, each embodying the spirit of resilience, creativity, and passion for their craft. While we wrap up our exploration of the oldest living actors and actresses over 90 in 2024, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Who among these legends is your favorite, and which performances have left an indelible mark on your cinematic memories? See you in the next video.